As I'm perfectly sure you're all aware by now, Earth has been revealed to be a part of Starfield. We all know this, we've seen literal scenes of us walking around on Earth, statues from Earth, and even the entire Sol map. But what actually happened to Earth? It's certainly a mystery. But I think we've cracked it, so sit back and relax while we go over absolutely everything we know about Earth in Starfield and uncover what happened and its mystery. Of course, it was first heavily speculated that we could go to Earth during Starfield's first showcase after we all saw this shot of the Mars rover. And you guessed it, it was on Mars, of course. It wasn't fully confirmed that this was Mars, but it was heavily speculated. And to back this theory up further, we could see Sol, which is our solar system, in the world map during this very same showcase. And then of course over the next few months there were a bunch of theories, including my very own. If we go to Earth, how will Bethesda handle it? Can we actually go there at all? Maybe Sol will be locked off from us. But then in Constellation Questions, Will Shen did confirm that no, you can visit Sol, and very early on we go to Mars to figure out what happened to Earth.
Very early on in the main quest, we take you to our solar system, which in our lore is called the Old Neighborhood. You'll be being sent there on a mission from Constellation to discover the mysteries of the artifacts, and you'll get in contact with the question of what happened to Earth, but also you'll go to Mars.
And then, of course, as I'm sure again you all know, in the newest Starfield showcase, Starfield Direct, we got footage of our character looking at the Gateway Arch. When we compare to real life, you can see that Earth does not look the same as it used to. It appears that Earth has been hit with a really bad case of global warming, or you know, at least some kind of natural disaster, but we'll get into that in a minute. I did briefly talk about this in my last video, but at one point during the Starfield Direct, we visit a cruise spaceship filled with the quote wealthy elites end quote, who are clearly celebrating something. And well, if we take a look at the banners we can see around it, clearly says Terran Preservation Society, and of course in technical terms, Earth's real name is Terra. Now this clearly points to more evidence to the fact that yeah, Earth is dying or maybe already has. What's more is that we can meet people who seemingly are stunned that you're human, which could point to the fact that they've met intelligent alien life, but that's a conversation for a different time. See, this strange, mysterious group believed that they were the only ones to leave Earth, which is odd to say the least, since we know that humans left Earth hundreds of years ago in Starfield's lore. And my own personal theory on this, and of course I am just speculating here, is that these were some of the first people to be sent out to find us as in humans, a new planet to colonise, live on and call a home, but maybe they got stuck in cryosleep and have only just woken up maybe a few years ago. Perhaps their distress signal wasn't working, but they finally managed to fix it after a few years, and that's how we, the player, end up finding them. But now going back to this shot of Earth, this definitely does appear to be global warming, right? I mean, it almost looks like pure desert. Now, if this is global warming, I personally am very happy that Bethesda is going to take this route with Earth. I may be letting my hype get the better of me here, but I hope that we can explore a lot of Earth and find other famous structures just lying completely ruined in a wreck. Imagine walking through Earth and just seeing the Statue of Liberty, like in Planet of the Apes. I seriously hope that we can do things like this in Starfield, it would be amazing. But did you know that that's not actually the only shot in Starfield Direct that could be of Earth? In this scene where the player touches the artifact, a flash of clips is shown, and if you pause the clip at the exact right time, or you know, just slow it down to 0.5 second speed like I did, you can see that the image here looks like sort of an old space shuttle. This could definitely be Earth, and I think it very likely is, again, covered in nothing but sand and rocks, and actually if we zoom in a little, we can see NASX written down here, at least that's what it looks like to me. My guess is that this will be Bethesda's version of NASA. They probably couldn't use NASA due to copyright or something like that. Or maybe this is some kind of weird futuristic hybrid of NASA meets SpaceX, I really just don't know. In older videos we of course pointed out this space museum too, which is clearly run down and broken, so this could also be Earth. It just seems too destroyed to be New Atlantis, Neon, Aquila or Sidonia or, you know, any of the other places that we know of. And now that we know that we can visit Earth and it's clearly a shithole right now, I do believe that this museum will be found on Earth. I'm still hoping that we can get a NASA spacesuit here, even if it says NASX on it. Now look, of course the global warming theory isn't definite, I just think that it's the most likely. There are plenty of other things that could have destroyed Earth this way. Perhaps there was a massive war, maybe Earth was ground zero for the colony war, or maybe Earth was hit by an asteroid or something. Either way, it's safe to say that we won't know for sure until we get to play Starfield for ourselves, but if you ask me right now, I would put all of my money on this just being a massive global warming disaster. Now, one of the many trillions and trillions of questions I still have about Starfield is, can we somewhat try to save Earth? Could we, say, build an outpost here and attempt to bring life back to the planet that our race once called home? Todd, of course, has mentioned before that outposts can be built on most but not every planet, and I sadly do think that Earth will be one of those planets that we cannot build on. Either way, for a space game that's set, however far away, Earth has a very big presence here, so I am very curious, and we know that it's even a part of the main questline with Constellation, and I'm very excited to figure out what happened to our once home. Anyway, that is pretty much my thoughts, and let me know your theories about what happened to Earth in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video and you're looking for a place to stay up to date on almost daily Starfield content like this, please do drop the video a like and consider subscribing, it would mean the world. Lastly, as always, a big thank you to the channel members, you guys absolutely rock, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for your continued support month after month, it means everything. But that is it for me, so thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Peace.